Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. 3 months don't go, EFCC never still arrest Obaseki. Palace no dey play politics. Nobody fit banish me for supporting Asue Ighodalo. This na the message wey Pa Hitro bring come here today. Make I leave you, make you hear from Pa Hitro the message wey bring come. Try watch this video from beginning to the end. You go hear so many things wey Pa Hitro talk for this video. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Pa Hitro. Enjoy the video.
We also told that Obaseki will be in jail. EFCC is waiting for him to arrest him. It's 3 months plus now. Obaseki is still alive. Nobody has called him for questioning because people have no proof of anything against him. I'm not saying it's a sense, but I came here today to let Edo know that if people think we are enjoying the situation in Edo, we are not enjoying it. If you think people are not laughing at us, they are laughing at us. People are not ashamed of what people are saying. Right on. So let me go on. Then you elected the committee to investigate the stolen cars, but we were told from the beginning of the end of the tenure of Obaseki that Shameful has 22 official cars on his position. We did not hear any of you coming out to say, look, we have taken the 22 cars that was in the position of Shameful. Nothing was said like that. Now, the reason why I am so ashamed of my people is that the committee who they said, I saw them in television. I was ashamed. You know, they started reading names. So people having 21 cars, 13 cars, 18 cars, 7 cars. When I make a calculation, we were close to 160 cars outside, belonging to the state government that are outside. And none of these states cars are in another local government. Ororedo, Bubaoka and Ego. So in the north, in the Aunchi and all those areas, no car were missing. Nobody they talk about that. They just concentrated on Oredo, particularly Ego and Bubaoka. They even said that Asue Ighodalo were only about 30 or 27 cars. Asue that did not participate in the government. Asue that sponsored the Benin Insurance Football Club, even Edo Queen. He is now owning a lot of cars on his position. Asue Ighodalo. Only the government car, people kept quiet. Only just to come out on board to create propaganda, disgracing the Edo as a whole. About my kingdom or my origin as a Benin man. No matter what I do, nobody can be able to remove that Beninness in me or the Edo that I am from me. Even though you are, nobody in Benin Kingdom can do that. I say, look, you are no longer a Benin person again. The only person that can be able to banish that I was doing before in those days was the Omanobado by his authority. And so far, I have not had any official messages from any of this authority concerning my stand. I have listened to my father in several occasions that the traditional rulers, the palace is not partisan. They don't play politics. Okay, they pray for every leader that come to that place. That means that every Edo man has right to support any candidate. Okay, long here. First of all, good evening for the 4 of you joining me here today. I would God to bless you for taking your time and stay with me. This is Pa Hitro Straight Talk. You know me very well. I don't come out every time. When you see me like this, you know something is very, very important for me to discuss with my people. This low connection every day. I don't know what is wrong with this phone. Anyway, may God give me money, may I have a better phone. So, as I was saying, I came here this evening to review exactly what really happened. A few days ago, I saw some tape made by one Benin boy who always insult on people who does not buy the same idea with them. But I have come out here several times to emphasize my point and my position to the Edos many times. Okay, that when I'm dealing on strictly on politics, I talk about politics. Okay, I do not look at people's face when I talk about politics. Right, my daughter was in a different party while I was in a different party. In my house, my son belongs to another club while I belong to another club. That does not mean that I'm not his father. That does not mean that he hates me or he disrespects me. Okay, it is just a matter of choice. You understand? Now, we all know the struggle we struggle. Somebody came out on social media here and ranting and be telling me I'm trying to use the back house to come into the Edo scene. I laugh over it. You know why? I don't play propaganda when it comes to in terms of tradition. But I'm not here because of traditional issues today. I will come to that tomorrow. But I just want to use this to let the person know that I'm not ready for fights against anybody. When you can have problem with your family members, okay, and there's a way you quarrel with your family members, and there are ways you quarrel with outside persons or the same tribe with you. You understand? So they try to mix up things up. They try to use the big name to confuse issues in a situation. Okay, but I won't go into fight with anybody. I saw the video. I was shocked because I did the video. I recorded a small part of it where some Benins were against me because I supported Asue Ighodalo on the election, and they said for that simple reason I have no right to support or back up or try to prove my point in respect of people who is trying to obstruct history about my kingdom or my origin as a Benin man. No matter what I do, nobody can be able to remove that Beninness in me or the Edo that I am from me. Even though you are, nobody in Benin Kingdom can do that. I say, look, you are no longer a Benin person again. The only person that can be able to banish that I was doing before in those days was the Omanobado by his authority. And so far, I have not had any official messages from any of this authority concerning my stand. I have listened to my father in several occasions that the traditional rulers, the palace is not partisan. They don't play politics. Okay, they pray for every leader that come to that place. That means that every Edo man has right to support any candidate. Okay, in as far as they don't use utterances against to reduce the standard of respect of my kingdom. Okay, that one is that he came out, but many people have been telling me don't go on saga with this guy. I said, no, I won't go on saga with him, right? But I just want to come and explain to let him understand that when we Benins have issues, it is treated as Benins. But when not Benins outsider come to tell us a different story, we have to stand and defend it, no matter the situation. God bless you, Mr. Fleece. So you understand. So I stand on that, but I won't reply you on all the atrocities you use. But I just want to let you know that I don't need to come through the backyard or through the front door. I don't have anything to do with the traditional rulers in Edo State. I don't rub my shoulder with the chiefs in Benin because I'm not part of it. My father is not a chief, though I came from a royal family, but that was years back. As I've said earlier here before, I'm from the lineage of Obaseki. Okay, my uncles and the Nogi in the village, which I will not mention any longer here. I'll be doing it every time here, you understand? So, but my father did not carry teachers before he died, and I don't intend to have one too. I don't belong to any secret society in Benin. I don't belong to any group in Benin. I only belong to a club, a community, which I use in trying to improve the standard of Nigerians in the place that I stayed. And that's where I stand. Okay. But I'm not going to go into war with you. It was just 3 days. Somebody was telling me that we should try to make peace, all of us, to create an avenue for us to develop the state. When I came back to Facebook, I saw you ranting on social media telling me that I'm trying to pass through the back door. So anyway, as I said, I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to reveal how we all started the battle. You all know that the election took place this year, and from the beginning of the campaign, I stood my ground. I said it time without number. I'm the only man that have supported Obaseki in second tenure who never revises back or retreats from his agenda and beliefs. I believe he was doing well for Edo State. I believe he has done much more better than most governors that have come to. Some of the governors that have come to Edo State, right? And I remain on that stand. I'm not movable, but I disassociate myself from anybody that tried to lift me up as a man that is disrespectful to my kingdom or to my monarch. Okay, I've always been denied that every time. Maybe they don't understand the English language. That's the one reason why they assume that I'm doing so. Now, we campaigned vigorously for Asue Ighodalo. According to INEC and the police officers in Edo State, they said he lost. But when we were in the situation room reading the result and stuff, so all of a sudden there was a total blackout in the situation room and everything was suspended. Even when the governor was alert of what was going on, he went there. He was driven out of the governor's the INEC office as a small boy. We all know that, right? We also followed the situation that was going on before the tenure of Obaseki ended. We heard that he ran away from Benin. I told you guys that couldn't be true. Obaseki is in Benin. Obaseki did not run away. At the end of the day, the next day, Pedro showed him signing C of O. But the fact is that I don't expect young folks who never knew history, who never knew what happened to Obaseki, to understand what we are trying to portray, where we are trying to carry Benin along. Now, the self-claimed winner of the Edo gubernatorial elections came into power and appointed some of his folks who helped him to grab power in Edo State and started embarrassing everybody. This was the thing we were campaigning about. That, look, it is not, you don't have to throw the dirty water away with the baby because the water is dirty. We need to separate the baby from the water and throw the dirty water away. You can reverse back and check what I said from the beginning. Now, a lot of threats was coming in. I have received a lot of threats from social media, right? But through WhatsApp, my number is not a hidden number, telling me that if we see you, I said they will do you, I said they will do you. But what, as I said, everything that I said on social media will live after me. Already today, my children that I gave birth here in Italy are already proud of me. If the Italians can recognize who I am, you see, in Italy here, if you want to Google my name, message me, I'll give you my full name. You go your AI. AI will describe exactly who is speaking with you. I never even know how to use AI because somebody who did it and told me, it described me who I am. And anybody that knows me, the city I live in, I've already fight for the betterness of Nigerians. I assist people to get a job. I assist them to get a house. I assist them to get legalized in Italy. I give them the best advice I can give. I say the truth anytime, any day. Even though I'm standing alone. I don't care. I have lost a lot of positions because I speak the truth. And since I'm speaking the truth about my state, that I know that I'm not going to go and beg anybody to give me any positions, I will say with my mouth very big and open. Okay, now, well, the first thing they did in those states that I condemn was that you moving from one class to and maybe one or two schools that was not done by Obaseki, condemning the government just about 2-3 weeks in power. You went to the Chinese company that MOU brought to Benin. Then you went to the fountain that Shomole did that Obaseki did not continue. That he did not continue. Yes, I did not deny that. I know that has the purpose of not continuing, not because you don't have money to do it, because the project was a fake project, was a way of siphoning the purse of the state funds. You went to that fountain now for the past 2-3 weeks now, almost a month now. That fountain did not spoil. It was only suspended, but yet we don't have light over there now. You went to Salabasa Hospital and claim that it don't do anything. Later, you concluded again that look at the massive work that is going on there. Okay. And I came up on board to explain to Nigerians that the Murtala Mohammed Airport, we fly in and fly out every day. Most young Nigerians don't know that the Murtala Mohammed Airport have 3 faces. I told you guys that Murtala Mohammed is a replica of an airport called Schiphol Airport in Holland, Amsterdam. For those of you who travel very, very well, you could take a look at the Schiphol Airport. You know that is Murtala Mohammed Airport replica. For those of you who also know the theater, this in Igomu. If you go to Sofia, those of you who have gone to Bulgaria, Sofia, you will see it there. That's a replica. It's in Sofia. You understand? So these are things that I explained. That it was just about a year ago they opened the second phase of Murtala Mohammed Airport after 50 years. So when this guy moved the Central Hospital to join the Salabasa Joe, he constructed the unit he needed to construct, and the one that needed to be extended was ongoing, and commissioned the first one. The one that is still ongoing, the contractor has been paid up to date. Nothing happened. But you came, you useless it. Then you now bring up your hype men. Right home. Go on. The working governor, you continue doing so. We kept quiet. We're looking at you. You went to the road that was constructed by Obaseki that has to link up with another lane. You said you want to construct the road. Semaibogun came here and told us that you've been marking up. I forgot the road. It shows that time that you're going to do a massive work there. Up to today, work has not started yet. Then you went to Kobahi and said you needed a flyover. But in your campaign, you told us that Benin has no good road, no flyover. You never talk about flyover. Now, you want to imitate Wike that did 12 flyovers that couldn't pay salaries, that couldn't even increase salaries in Port Harcourt. Yes, there's a conjunction over there in Kobahi. Okay, but that was not what they needed most. Now, there are areas that Obaseki did not finish that you refuse to continue to do. Okay, we are also hearing now that it's difficult for you to pay salaries in Edo State. I'm not confirming it, but I will find out. Okay. Now, why did I come here today to elaborate on this issue today? It is the ongoing saga, or the Moses that are being tried in Edo State. Last year, the federal government tried to give autonomous power, direct autonomous power to the local government government in Nigeria, so we can hold them accountable for whatever they did not do, you know. So when you came into power, you were not how do I call it, not comfortable with 18 local government being ruled by the PDP. I'm not saying there was not a malpractices on that election. There must be. This is Nigeria for you, right? But whatever that take place, if you come and you meet 18 local government being controlled by the PDP, you were not comfortable with it. That was happened. Now, why am I coming here today to let everybody knows that? Go play my video. I said the Benins, they buy market, one chance that what we are going to witness is going to be administrative levels. You came up on board and read a budget that was written, prepared for you for more than a week, and you couldn't pronounce millions on television, and they said you are not used to money. Your chairman came out and said that you were not used to money, that Obaseki and Asue are thieves. I laugh over all these things. I just look at them and laugh. That was the reason that you couldn't be able to pronounce the budget that you were giving to in those states. Fine. There are your mates that did not even go to have the degree you have, who lives in other bigger countries and pronounce bigger money more than that, you understand? But when it comes of bribing and corruption, people can write and cancel. In the election, you were able to change a lot of results without problem. But to pronounce millions become a problem. We kept quiet. My fellow brothers and sisters, why am I here today? It is to put it clear to the Edos. You drove out someone that you felt that it was not good enough and brought in somebody that will give shame to us in the public. Now, the first, you took your people, you elected some few men who have nothing to do with the police, nothing to do with the administrative experience, nothing to do with investigating experience. Most of them were not even lettered, some of them were not even educated. You asked them to recover the properties of the government. So I was watching. They took some small cameras to places to embarrass government officials who were there before and said they needed to recover their cars back. A lot of allegation was laid. Nobody was arrested. If I am in government and somebody stole the state government car and sold it or do it, I will carry that person to court. I will make sure he go to jail. Nothing happens like that. We were also told that Obaseki will be in jail. EFCC is waiting for him to arrest him. It's 3 months plus now. Obaseki is still alive. Nobody has called him for questioning because people have no proof of anything against him. I'm not saying it's a saint, but I came here today to let Edo know that if people think we are enjoying the situation in Edo, we are not enjoying it. If you think people are not laughing at us, they are laughing at us. People are not ashamed of what people are saying. Right on. So let me go on. Then you elected the committee to investigate the stolen cars, but we were told from the beginning of on the end of the tenure of Obaseki that Shaibu has 22 official cars on his position. We did not hear any of you coming out to say, look, we have taken the 22 cars that was in the position of Shaibu. Nothing was said like that. Now, the reason why I am so ashamed of my people is that the committee who they said, I saw them in television, I was ashamed. You know, they started reading names of people having 21 cars, 13 cars, 18 cars, 7 cars. When I make a calculation, we were close to 160 cars outside belonging to the state government that are outside. And none of these states cars are in other local governments. Ororedo, Bubaoka and Ego. So in the north, in the Aunchi and all those areas, no car were missing. Nobody they talk about that. They just concentrated on Oredo, particularly Ego and Bubaoka. They even said that Asue Ighodalo were only about 30 or 27 cars. Asue that did not participate in the government. Asue that sponsored the banish football club. Even Edo Queen. He is now owning a lot of cars on his position. Asue Ighodalo. Only the government car, people kept quiet. Only just to come out on board to create propaganda, disgracing the Edo as a whole. See, I gave a very straight advice to Governor Obewolo. If you allow these people to use you like a state goat, they will use you, jump you, and sweep you out in Benin City just the way they did to Ambrose Ali. All the threat messages all the threat messages you are giving to everybody, they will be reported to the police, even though the police will not do anything, but it will be on record that this man that they assassinated yesterday complained before that this is the man that is after his life. So we will not make that mistake. But you people insulted the governor for consecutive 3 years. Obaseki said, go to your, we all kept quiet. We were doing our own, you were doing your own. That is the beauty of democracy. But today, everybody's afraid to speak. But according to Dino Melai, you talk, you die. You not talk, you go die. All die, now die. But I don't pray for it to resort to that extent. Because it's purely politics. As I said before, I don't have a permanent friend, nor a permanent enemy. Okay, but now, let's go straight to the one that shocked me most, that I came here for. When you came in, you suspended you lobbied the House of Assembly. You see, that's why politicians are shawo, let it be. The same politician who were clapping for Obaseki 3 months ago or 4 months ago, now turned up and voted in favor to impeach a chairman of a local government that was voted into power like you, governor. You did not always suspend the chairman, though, because it was the chairman that you have to suspend, because the vice has nothing to do with funds or to authorize funds on the chairman. If really the law gives you the right to do so, let's assume that you have the right. Let's assume, which we know you don't have that right. So you do it and suspend the two of them. By suspending the vice and the chairman, it gives room for a critical chairman to come into power. You understand? It gives room for a critical power to come to power, and that critical power becomes a APC persons, so that you have an easy flow of this, and you will retain, the case will be there. Suspend them for 4 years. They've already spent more than 1 year there now. You will now wait for 3 years later, you do election, you ring it and put all the APC in power. This was your plan. So what baffled me most Nigerians is that Edo people, the reason why they called me enemy of the Benins or enemy of the palace is the same thing that I'm going to say today now. You people can continue saying it till their kid don't come, but I continue to re-establish this fact. I will continue re-establishing this fact every day, that the monarch does not play politics, the palace does not play politics, and we should not use our father to play politics, to create a pathetic mind for the Edos to look at it as if the palace is supporting one side or the other. This is the area I'm against. Now, I will tell you why. Ebostro and his group went to Igbo Secretariat and hold Cain in 2024, a democratic society, a nation that got their independence in 1960. 1960 to now is 64 years. A nation like Nigeria, where we have produced brilliant men and women, men that are excelled in terms of social activities in the world, music, sport, games, engineer, philosophy, literature, history, chemistry, biochemistry, medicine. A nation that has created image for himself worldwide, irrespective of the slowness or the corruption that is existing within the internal force in Nigeria. But yet, that country cannot be pushed away by any small group or downgrade those small group. And it belongs to Edo State is inside in Nigeria, which has also produced like person like Dennis Usadebe, Tony Enaroro, Oba Kenzwa, Osabo Bemudia, Ambrose Ali, the few, Captain Osa, Chief Benedio, Gabriel Benedio. You came out with a cane, more than 50 of you, as if we are living in a republic of. So when the Igbos said, or the Biafra said, we live in a zoo, I took a second thought about that statement. Could these people be right? Could they be saying the truth? You went to a secretariat and said you came to enforce. You are not a police officer. You were not appointed to do that job. You were to recover the properties of the government, not to solicit for the government, nor to drive people out of office because they disobeyed according to you. They disobeyed the orders of the House of Assembly. The police are there. When things goes wrong like that, if it's in the law, the police will go there and seal up the secretariat for a while. So that video has gone viral. People start calling me. Fridi, cosa questo? Italians are calling me, asking me, is this what is going on here? Somebody to got most of our guests in Italy here or in Europe here married to whites. And they see these videos, their husband is curious to know much about us. And they ask, what is going on? That a group of people went to the secretariat, like my mayor here now. You go to the secretariat and say, you should leave the office. A common human being like you. Just a civilian. Not even a police officer. Then, he said if he did not go, you cane them. Go cane them. You know what shocked me most? What shocked me most was what they said at the last. When they finished all their shenanigans, they said, I talk, man. I won again. I won again. People should stop this nonsense. You can do whatever you want to do with the state. That's your business. The Oba did not send you. The Oba did not support any political party. The Oba did not vote, nor his immediate family voted for any governor or for any political party in Edo State. So when you are doing your shenanigans, stay on your lane on it. Don't involve the palace in this issue. That is my campaign since I started this battle with you guys. Because that erotical statement shows that you are using the power of the palace to do what you are doing. And we forbid it in Benin Kingdom. This is my point. This is the war I have with you guys. So for people to paint me black, you said I'm against the palace. Never. That kind of rhetoric statement, that is what I don't want to hear from you guys. If you like, collect the whole cash in Edo State. Seize them. Chop the whole money. Because the budget people announced is padded. We know it's padded budget. 35% bigger than the budget Obaseki used in doing those marvelous job in Edo State. That was yet not recognized. You pad your own because you need to give these people food. Those who brought you into power, because you promised us that you will, God forbid, that you will never allow your leaders to go hungry or to go to bed and be crying. I'm not telling you not to give food to your leaders, but please try to do something. You are not governing Oredo Ighodalo alone. You are giving the power to lead 18 local governments. 18 local government comprises of your own place that you have 5 local governments. You understand? Plus Auchi people who have about starting 6. We have 7. 6 plus 7 is 13. Plus 5 is 18 local government, right? So please, who know this my governor? I don't hate you, Governor Bebolo. I didn't support you. I didn't want you to be a governor because you were not having the capacity to be a governor. But you are there and I recognize you as my governor until the court do otherwise. But please try to wake up. Redeem your image. For the few times you will stay in governor, according to my father, he said, look, power is not forever. Especially when you are voted into power. He told Obaseki this since when they went to the palace. I said, look, Obaseki, can't you see Dr. Yegu? He's no longer a governor anymore. Do things that people will not, they will remember you with and look you with good eyes. And I was so happy when I heard that the court has warned the state government to stay clear. To stay clear from that issue. That he has no right, legal rights. He has no legal rights to do such thing. So I will not stay too long here. What I came here for is to let the Benin's that are responsible for all this things to stay away from it, to leave the palace out of this politics. Don't use our father's name in politics. Don't use the name of the palace in politics. Don't say Oba Atokbe when you are doing something that is not rightful to Edo. We say Oba Atokbe when we give prayers and hail those who are successful, who have achieved a great thing to our kingdom, those who have contributed enough to our kingdom. When we do prayers in our kingdom, when we do something positive in our kingdom, when we are gathering, discussing how to move forward in Edo State, at the conclusion of prayers and anything, Oba Atokbe, not on such shenanigans. We refuse and resist to use our palace name or our Oba name in such a very degrading issues that happened some days ago in Ego and Oredo. Look, my brother, I spoke to you on my last video. I said, look, be very careful, be very watchful, because power is not forever. If, for example, today now the court turn things over, where will you hide your face in Benin? You want to compare yourself with Tony Kabaka? No. Tony Kabaka have resisted storm, winds, and he was not shakeable. So you cannot compare yourself with Tony Kabaka. That one is a figure. He has a lot of big, thick skin to resist any government in Benin, in as far as it does not carry gun or kill anybody. You understand? You understand? So, I beg you all. I just need to leave now because this guy is almost trying to disturb me here, you know. So, but all the same, my beg is that Okpebholo should watch very carefully. And the Benin should resist this act of trying to downgrade our palace in this manner. And those who are in authority should please react to this issue. We are not okay with what is going on in Edo State. I'm not interested whether you beat drivers, you ask them to pay 15,000 or 10,000, 1,500. I'm not interested. They call for it, they get it, they deserve it, they need to have it. Those of you who don't like the government, you know what to do. We're not to tell you what to do. I thank you all for being here for me today. Tomorrow, I will divert into the tribal issues and ethnicity that is going on social media, especially TikTok. So, conclusively, my advice is that what they did in local government and in court was a shame to the states, and the government should look into it immediately and try to reduce them from acting that way. I conclude, Edo not be Lagos, but today they say we are worse than Lagos, and I don't want that to continue again. I thank you for being here for me, and God bless you. Good night, everybody.
Now we don't hear from Pa Hitro. The message we bring come. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video. Make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.